Hey everyone! So slightly unusual video today. I've been meaning to make this video for a while and it was one of those where I kept thinking, are people gonna even care or wanna see this? Is this weird? But I just really want to talk about it and make this video because over on my Disney in Detail channel I talk a lot about the parks but not so much about the actual Disney movies, which is kind of the point of all of it. So I just wanted to go through my favourites and kind of rank them in order, and definitely in the comments let me know what your favourites are, your top 3, your top 5, top 10, however you want to do it, or maybe tell me what your worst ones are. A couple of things to mention: I'm only ranking the ones I have on DVD, so I don't have them all. There will be ones that are missing, and that's just because I don't actually have them on DVD. I've been gradually building up my collection for years, and I am hoping to get all of them, but I don't have all of them yet. And secondly, I'm ranking these in order of my favourites to watch. So I'm not necessarily saying that my ones at the top of the list are ones that I think are the best Disney movies overall. This is just by my favourites in terms of enjoyment of watching them, I guess. So in the comments, I know a lot of you are going to be saying, what on earth are you talking about? Are you crazy? All that kind of thing. But we all have different favourites. We can't all like the same thing. So yeah, I'm ranking these in order of my enjoyment of watching them, and I guess like maybe how often I watch them. I just thought this would be kind of fun, and a lot of people do ask me which are my favourite Disney movies, and sometimes you have like 1 or 2 off the top of your head, but it'd be interesting to see when I sit and do this, because I'm literally just going to lay them out and rank them in order. So it'd be interesting to see what I decide at the last minute. So let's get into it. Okay, we have them laid out here, and I think what I might do is start with putting the ones that are probably my least favourite at the bottom, then some of the top ones, and then I can slot the others in between. This is tough because I now have to decide which ones are probably not my favourite to watch. Oh dear, okay. Oh, there's an easy one. This guy, yeah, you can go at the end. I think we can all agree that The Haunted Mansion, not Eddie Murphy's finest hour. Next would potentially be Alice in Wonderland. I do like it, and all of these, I obviously do like them because they're the ones I own on DVD, but obviously to rank them you have to pick something, so let's go for that in there. Then I think Monsters University. I do like that, but not as much as the original Monsters Inc. movie. In fact, I might just do that. Then I think I might have to go Wreck-It Ralph. I do like it again, but it's not my fave. Zootropolis also might be a bit controversial, but I don't know, I don't watch it very often. I did like it, but I think maybe that might stay there. Now let's do some of my favourites at the top, because that might make it easier to work my way in. Definitely these two, Aladdin and The Little Mermaid, are my favourites. It's just a case of which one first. I think it's going to have to be The Little Mermaid, then Aladdin. Next, ooh, what's going to be next? This is so much harder than I thought it was going to be. Sometimes it's hard enough to think of your top 3, but oh, this is hard. Okay, I'm just going to do this. I know this will probably be the most controversial move of any that I make in this video, but the live action Cinderella, I watch so much. Like I said, I'm not saying it's one of the best Disney movies, but I love watching it. I could just watch it over and over. So that is going there. Then I think I'm going to have to go Toy Story. I love watching both Tangled and Finding Nemo. I watch both of those a lot, but I do love Pocahontas. I think Pocahontas is going here. Lion King is obviously an amazing Disney movie, but it's actually not one that I watch all the time. I do absolutely love it before anybody gets too upset. But let's do, I think Tangled and Nemo are probably, I'm just thinking, are these the ones I watch the most? And probably yes, they are. Then Ratatouille, because I think that is one of the most underrated Disney movies. It is amazing. I think Robin Hood has to be next. He is still in the plastic because I did have it on my memory card and I would just watch it on my laptop, so I do love it, but I just haven't watched the DVD yet. Where are we now? Okay, let's put these back in. I think Mr. Toad might have to be next because I do absolutely love Ichabod and Mr. Toad. Again, I will reiterate, I'm not saying that these are in order of the best Disney movies, they're just in order of my favourites that I watch the most. Next, I think I will go Sleeping Beauty because I do love watching that. Then Inside Out. Probably would watch the new Beauty and the Beast. more than Frozen. Then, oh, I might change this around a bit. Probably then that one, Snow White, Alice, and then that one. I'm beginning to wonder why I even own this DVD, but I do, apparently. I think Toy Story and Hercules might be in the wrong order there. Okay, I think that is in the right order. This was so difficult. I've never tried to do that before, rating them by just my favourites, which I like watching the most, and it was so difficult. I still am not 100% sure. I keep looking at it and thinking, oh, this one should be there. These two rows are definitely the most difficult because you obviously put your favourites at the top, your least favourites are easier at the bottom, but then these ones in the middle was so hard to get into any kind of order. I have The Little Mermaid in first position, closely followed by Aladdin. Those two were easy. I know that a lot of people will question me putting the live action Cinderella there, but I just watch it over and over. It's really special to me. I watched it when I was at Disney Springs on one of my Disney trips, and I just love it. I watch it all the time. And again, like I was saying earlier, these are not being ranked by which are the best or the most like classic and iconic. This is just my favourites. Then I have Hercules. I think that's quite underrated. I love Hercules. Pocahontas just really reminds me so much of my childhood. Lisa and I used to watch that all the time. Then Toy Story, the original one. Next up I have Tangled, and again a lot of people may not agree with that one, but it's just another one that I think is really fun. I love the music in that movie and I do watch it loads. Finding Nemo, again you might be surprised because it's to do with fish, but cartoon fish are not scary because they're not real. And so I just love that one. It's really funny and I do watch it a lot. Beauty and the Beast, obviously an absolute classic. Lion King, like I was saying, I think a lot of people would have that higher, but I just don't watch it as much as the others, but obviously it's amazing. Toy Story 3, amazing. Ratatouille, I think is really underrated. A lot of people would probably have that lower, but I love that. Inside Out, I just think is such a clever movie. Ian loves it as well, and it's just, yeah, really good. Toy Story 2, again, all the Toy Stories are great, but that would be my order of favourites, would be 1, 3, and then 2. The Adventures of Ichabod and Mr. Toad, I absolutely love. I know that one is really random, and a lot of people probably don't have that on DVD, but I love it. I love Mr. Toad, he's one of my faves. Then Sleeping Beauty, kind of a weird one. I didn't love that as a child, but I do watch it more than the others that come after it, so that's why that one is there. Robin Hood, another classic, I love that. Cinderella, the original, I do sometimes watch that, but it's really the live action one that I love. Then Beauty and the Beast, the live action version, didn't love that as much as Cinderella by any stretch, but I do still really like it. I just think it's a really beautiful film. Then Frozen, not up there as one of my favourites. Love the songs in it. I think everybody can have a good old sing along to those, but yeah, I wouldn't rank it as one of my faves. Wreck-It Ralph is very funny and I do like it, but again, it's sort of on the lower end. Bearing in mind that these DVDs I bought because they are up there as my favourites, so there's a lot of others that would, you know, come after these. Zootropolis, again, I enjoyed it, but I think I've only watched it the once. Obviously once when I saw it at the cinema, and then once on this DVD, I think. I don't watch it an awful lot. Monsters University is very funny, but I just don't love it as much as the original. And for some reason, I don't have the original on DVD, or I just don't know where it is. But anyway, that's really weird. I'm sure I did have it. Monsters Inc., the original, would be kind of like definitely up here somewhere. Then Peter Pan, I do like, but I don't watch it that often. Same with Snow White. I do love it, but it is quite an old one and I don't watch it an awful lot. Alice in Wonderland, I love the characters so much. You know, it's one of those movies where, you know, the Cheshire Cat, the Mad Hatter, I do love all the characters. I just don't watch it very often. And Eddie Murphy's The Haunted Mansion, I think the less said about that, the better. So those are my favourite Disney DVDs ranked in order of my favourites that I love to watch. And I know this was a bit of a random video, but I just wanted to share it. I think that, like I was saying earlier, I talk about the parks a lot, but not so much about the movies. I just thought this would be nice to do. There's a lot of new subscribers to the channel recently, and I feel like this kind of thing is a little insight, just kind of like get to know me type videos. And you know, I love Disney, so it's perfect. And I I'm sure that you guys have a lot to say about it. I know that a lot of you will disagree, but that's fine for us all to disagree. So please let me know in the comments which your favourites and least favourites are. As always, thank you guys so much for watching. The weekly vlog will be coming up on Monday as always. If you're not already subscribed, hit the subscribe button and make sure you also tap the bell icon to make sure you don't miss any notifications of when I upload a video. It should always be on a Monday and a Thursday, but then that way you just get notified straight away when the video goes up. So again, thank you for watching. I hope you're all having a great day and I'll see you in the next one.